Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Cal, not Obi. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and turn on post notifications and turn on the bell. So each time I drop and upload a video, you will be notified. So turn on the bell. And if you like this video, then please give it a fat thumbs up. Okay, I'm going to talk about, now I hope everyone is having a brightful day. I'm also having a brightful day. Okay, I'm going to talk about inherited bad habits. And this is a walk along. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy this walk along video with me. Okay, so I noticed that a lot of our bad habits and bad traits is inherited from our family. It's passed down through our DNA. It's all through our genetics. Any kind of bad characteristics that we have, any kind, it's like all of our bad traits, our bad ways, most of the time it's passed down through our genetics. It's just in the genes. It's in the family bloodline. A lot of things it passed down from one generation to the next generation. A lot of things is just, a lot of things is hereditary. Some things we can't help because it's in the blood. So if it is in the blood, a lot of these things we just cannot help. A lot of these things is going to, a lot of these bad traits and characteristics and attributes is going to be passed down to us anyway. It's going to be passed down to us no matter what, and we can't stop it. We can't do a darn thing about it. We can't do nothing about it, because I know in my family, on my father's side of the family, that family is so messed up. Most of them, they drink, smoke, can't do drugs. They're potheads. They like to party and hang out in the streets, and they're evil. It's like they have no good heart. They have no conscience. They are just evil. My father's side of the family and background is so evil, and that family background is cursed. That family background is filled up with so much and so many family curses. Nothing good comes from out of the family, and there's always like a death in that family. Every time I look, someone is always dying in that family. It's always a death. I'm like, another funeral, and when I hear about it, I'd be like, somebody else died. I'm like, another funeral, someone else passed away. I'd be like, my goodness, all these deaths. I was like, every time I hear something about a family member on my father's side of the family, every time I hear something, it's always bad news. It's never no good news. And I be just thinking and be like, why is never no good news? I be just wondering, why is it always bad news with my father's side of family? I've been thinking none of them is doing nothing positive with their life. They're just sitting around, they're still smoking, drinking, doing drugs, still partying, and still being wild out here in the street. It's like they just have one thing: they're lost. They have no good sense of judgment or discernment. And I know a lot of them, and I also think, like I said, I think the family background is cursed. They're evil and they are cursed, because a lot of people in that family, they do drugs. I mean, I said that, but a lot of people in their family, I think, suffer from depression and mental illness. And I think they do drugs and alcohol is to cope with their depression and their mental illness. Mental illness is hereditary, and depression, that's hereditary. All that stuff is passed down through the genes. And mental health and depression is a brain disorder. It's a chemical imbalance in a brain disorder. And a lot of it is hereditary. So depression, it does not mean you are lazy. Mental illness, depression, it does not make you lazy, feeling suicidal. All that stuff is a mental health condition, and it's passed down the line. And I think my family, I think a lot of them suffer from mental health issues, because one of my uncles, my father's brother, he would fight and raise hell all the time. He would smoke, get high. He would fight and raise hell all the time. And I heard a story, like, one time when my father was an infant baby, his brother tried to hurt him. My father was an infant baby, and my uncle was like 4 or 5 years old. And I heard that he tried to hurt my father. He tried to do something to my father. And you 4 or 5 years old and trying to hurt and do something to your infant baby brother. So that was showing that my uncle had a problem and was a little crazy when he tried to do that, because that was not normal to do. That was not normal at all. And my aunt, one of my aunts, my father's sister, she was an alcoholic. She would drink all the time. Her and her husband, they would drink and fight. They were just alcoholics, and they would drink and fight all the time. But she drank herself to death. I think she caught lung cancer and died. She caught lung cancer for all the drinking. All the drinking made her lungs bad and gave her lung cancer. So like I say, she drunk herself to death. Like, they just smoke, all of them just do drugs. And recently I heard about 3 people died in my family from my father's side. 3 people from my father's side, I just heard that they died. I was like, yeah, and I heard that one of my cousins, one of my cousins, I just heard that her oldest son, he got shot and killed in South Carolina. I'm not close to my father's side. I told the backstory of that on my spiritual channel. On my spiritual channel, Mikhail, the woke goddess. I told the background story about my father family and my father, mother, my evil grandmother of my father's side, and I get the whole background of the reason why I'm not close to my father's side. I don't really know them. I might do a little recap of that on this channel, but if you want to know all the backstory of why I'm not close to my father's side of the family, then go subscribe to my spiritual channel, Mikhail, the woke goddess. Go subscribe to my spiritual channel, and I think it's some videos where I talked about my grandmother was a witch, and blood is not always thicker than water. Those are 2 main videos where I talked about and gave the background of my father's side of family. So go watch those videos. And I think I talked about it in a video of people did not want me to be born. I think I talked about my father's side of family a little bit on that video, but on that video I mainly talked about my mother's side of family. But the first 2 videos I mentioned, go watch those videos if you truly fully want the whole background story of why I don't deal with my father's side of family, or why I don't talk to them, I don't deal with them, I'm not close to them, I don't know much about them. I was not raised up around them and with them. I do not know much about them. So my brother is 9 years older than me, so he's raised up with them and know them a little more than me. But my brother sees some of them on the street and they recognize him and he recognized them, so they talk to my brother. My cousins of my father's side, they see my brother in the street sometimes, and they talk to my brother and tell him what's going on in the family. They give him all the updates and the happenings of what's going on in their family. And they said that one of my cousins, her oldest son, got killed in South Carolina. So I was wondering, why was he killed? I don't know if he was selling drugs, messed somebody's money up, did something to somebody. I don't know why someone killed him. But I was sad to hear it. It said they got killed, but I don't know the story of what happened or why he got killed. But I'm sorry that it happened. And in spite of everything, and I don't deal with my father's side of the family, I still give my condolences to his mother, because she is a family member of mine. So I give out my condolences. But and another one of my cousins, she died. She got on drugs. She was going to the methadone center. She's trying to get off drugs, but the drugs probably gave her an illness, because drugs are not healthy and good for your body. Drugs bring your health down. Drugs bring down your body and your health. So, while she was on drugs for years, it probably brought down her health. The drugs probably gave her an illness, health condition, and that's probably what she got sick from and died from. Yeah, but recently, like another one of my cousins, she died. Another one of my cousins died, and her sister died. And my father hit her first wife before my mother, and he had 3 children with her. And so one of my half sisters, she died about 2 years ago. And another one of my half sister, they say they don't see her. She don't come around the family. They haven't heard from her, and they don't see her. Some other half sister that's still alive, she stay distant and don't come around the family. So she stay off to herself, and they don't know how she doing. And she have a daughter. Her daughter is older than me. Her daughter is about 3 or 4 years older than me. Yes, I'm a young aunt. My parents had me at a later age, so it makes me a young aunt. But I think this is, and my half brother, my father's son from his first wife. Yes, my half brother through my father, he stabbed his girlfriend up. I heard that. My cousins on my father's side told my brother that he stabbed up his girlfriend, and he's in jail. He's been in jail for a lot of years. I don't know. This thing might be coming out soon. If he didn't get life, and if he have a chance for parole, then he might get out soon. See, I think he got mental illness too, because he was in the drugs and being in gangs and being a gangster. He's a street been a gangster since 14 and 15 years old. And then he stabbed his girlfriend up. I think like I said, I think mental illness runs in our family. And I think he might have had a mental illness and also a family curse. I think it's a curse in our families. Mental illness and a curse that probably made him stab of his girlfriend, so he'd be in jail for most of his life or the rest of his life. That's totally messed up his life. But like I say, I suffer from mental illness too and depression. But my mental illness is not real bad. My depression, mental illness, I fight mine better because I get depressed, and the times I was having suicidal thoughts where I did not want to live. I wanted to die. I could not get out of bed. I was drained. I had no energy. I did not want to get up and brush my teeth. I did not want to wash my body. I did not want to do nothing because depression and mental illness make you not take care of yourself and make you neglect yourself, and it make you have bad hygiene and not keep up your appearance. So I went through that for a brief period of time, but I fought through it because our mind is strong, our mind is powerful and strong. But if you need counseling and medicine, then do it. You're not weak if you need medicine or counseling. Some people need that. I thank the Creator that as of now, I don't need any medicine. I might need counseling. I've been thinking about going to counseling and talking on my problems. I'm a Virgo. You know, Virgos keep all their feelings bundled up inside. Virgos don't open up. It's hard for Virgos to open up and they keep all their feelings bottled up inside. But I got the trait. So as like a Virgo, I got the trait. I keep my feelings bottled and bundled up inside. It's hard for me to open up to people. Yeah, I don't like to open up. It's hard for me to open up. So I might go to counseling, but I don't need no medicine. I don't need no antidepressants and no medicine. And I hope I never need no medicine. But if I do need it, then oh well, I gotta get it. But I hope I never need medicine. I hope my depression and mental illness never get that bad to that point. I hope that it never gets that bad. But a lot of people in my father's side family, I think they needed counseling. A lot of them needed counseling, antidepressant medicine. A lot of them needed medicine and counseling for their mental health. But they just ignored it because black people always ignore mental health. Black people always got the stigma of black people don't get depressed. Black people don't have depression. And black people are not suicidal. Black people don't have mental illness. Black people always have that stigma. That's what's going around in the black community for years, and that's the wrong stigma. And black people need to stop the stigma because any race can get depression and be suicidal. Not just white people. Any race can have that problem. Okay, so I'm going to get out of here. I don't want to get that deep on this channel, but I'm going to be doing more on this channel. I got a spiritual channel. My spiritual channel is my main channel, so I don't be on this channel much. A lot of times I go lacking on this channel, but I'm going to be posting more videos and doing more on this channel. I might be going for a break, but don't worry. I might go for a break in a while, but I'll come back. I'm not going to say when I'll be back because I'm not going to make a promise that I cannot keep. So I'm not going to say when I'll be back, but I'll be back. Trust and believe me. I will be back on this channel. I will be back. Okay, I hope you all like this video. Subscribe, like, comment, share, turn posts, notifications, and turn on the bell so each time I drop it, upload the video, you will be notified. So turn on the bell, and if you like this video, then please give it a fat thumbs up. Enjoy the rest of your brightful day, because I'm planning to enjoy the rest of my brightful day. It's a nice, lovely, sunny, bright, and beautiful day. But even if where you're at, even if it's a cloudy day where you were at, you still can be bright. You still can be full. You still can be bright and be full of brightness inside. Yeah, I appreciate all the love and support, and I'll see you all in my next video. Something was screaming, make a video, because I've been off the channel for so long, and I've been busy on my main channel working my podcast and trying to do music and trying to put out another CD and make more music. But something was just screaming to me, make a video on your second channel, Cal not Obi. Just make a video. I got the feeling, so I did it. Always trust your instinct, your gut, and a feeling. I'm glad that I pushed myself and made this video, because this was the right day and right time to make this video on this channel. I'm trying to grow this channel, so I got to get more active on here. I got to get more active so I can grow this channel. Please, let's grow this channel. I got so much more fun, exciting things in store for this channel. Okay, so like I said, I will see you all. I appreciate all the love and support, and I will see you all in my next video. And remember, we're all winners and champions. Bye, winners and champions. Bye. Bye. And I hope this video was helpful. If you're struggling with mental health, depression, or this also runs in your family and your genes. If a lot of things is also, if a lot of your bad habits are also inherited. Yes. If you also have a lot of inherited bad habits, then share it down below in the comment section. If this video resonated with you, with anything like mental health, depression, or just any kind of inherited bad habits that came right down from your family line, it is busy. Yeah, I want you to know. If you also go through the same thing of inherited bad habits that's passed down from your family, I want you to know that you are not alone. Get help if you need it. Do not suffer in silence. Get help. Stay strong and push through it, because your mind is very powerful. Our mind is the strongest thing. So keep a strong mind. Constitution. It's best to have a strong mind. Constitution. But remember, stay strong, and you're not alone. I'm in the same boat with you on a lot of bad habits that I've heard it from my family, on my father's side and mother's side. But today I talked about my father's side. I'll come back in another video and talk about my mother's side of the family and the problems on my mother's side of the family. I'll come back and talk about that in another video. Again, bye, winners and champions. Bye. Bye. And I talk too much. I did not mean to make this video this long, but I get to talk and rambling, and I gotta get out all my feelings. I gotta get out what comes to my mind, all the thoughts that come to my brain and mind. I gotta get them out. I just gotta share it. But okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm leaving. I'm out. Bye, winners and champions. Bye. I love you all. One love.